What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Busch Gardens. We're here to check out Mardi Gras. And you know what's a little bit different today is that we're actually going to be riding some attractions because we got over here early. It's been a really long time since we've really ridden any in a roller coasters.
Oh yeah.
And I brought the GoPro, so we'll get some on-ride footage. Let's go. Alright, so we've now literally walked the entire way around the entire park because we did most of all the coasters, which was fun. Now it's time to eat some food, and we have got a complimentary punch card. We actually got 2 of them. Donald and Elliot are with us as well today to give you guys a little bit more variety so that Taylor and I don't feel like we have to stuff ourselves full. And part of today was Busch Gardens invited us out to come and check out some of this really good food that they have for Mardi Gras. And anytime that I think of Mardi Gras, the number one thing I always have to try are beignets. So I've got beignets today. These are like a really nice, light, airy dough that's been fried. More like a donut than it really is like a beignet.
Isn't that a beignet? A fried dough?
Yes, but they're not the same. It's not, beignet not a donut. This is more like a donut, and it's really good. I actually really like it. I would say it's a little bit off the mark on a beignet, but it's still really good. And I thought about sharing these with everybody, but I might eat them all for myself as I blow powdered sugar everywhere.
So I have got a Mardi Gras Hurricane. You can get these frozen or on ice. I just got a regular one on ice, and this comes with rum, dark Myers rum, and then it has passion fruit juice and orange juice, and it is fantastic. It tastes like fruit punch essentially, which could be dangerous, but it does come in this nice little souvenir glass, which I'm kind of excited about. It's super cute little Mardi Gras souvenir here today, but I will definitely finish this. I'm surprised I haven't already.
Our next stop along the way is at booth number 9. Here they have 2 different sandwiches that you can choose from. You've got a chicken po' boy and a shrimp po' boy. And I decided to get the spicy chicken po' boy. This is a spicy chicken with cabbage and some pickles. And the sign certainly says that it comes with a celery remoulade sauce, which, per my inspection, there was none of that on there. And so I went back and I asked if I could get some. And they said that they don't do that anymore, that they dip the chicken in something else, which is okay, but please update your menus so that they reflect what people are getting, because not that it necessarily is like I wouldn't have got this, but you know, a po' boy typically has a remoulade sauce. But with all that being said, this is actually a really good sandwich. Chicken seasoning is really nice. It's actually not really all that spicy at all. There's a little bit of sweetness in there from the cabbage and the dressing that they put in that cabbage. But again, the remoulade sauce would help to make the bun and kind of some of that chicken not so dry. It helps to add a little bit more moisture and depth to the sandwich. But other than that, you know, it's okay. I think what I'll do is I'll just eat the chicken and not the bun.
So I got the shrimp po' boy, which is shrimp and a Tabasco pepper remoulade, along with crispy cabbage and pickles. And it's very traditional, tastes like exactly what you'd expect. I love shrimp, I love po' boys, so we're good to go there. I actually really like the remoulade, not to rub that in Josh's face since he didn't really get any, but it had a nice zest to it. It was a little bit spicier, had a little more kick than a typical one. I guess that's the Tabasco or the pepper, but either way, it was actually quite flavorful. I wish it was a little larger. And it came with this, which I'm not used to getting at any food booth, but a whole side of Voodoo New Orleans style kettle chips. So, bonus.
We have made it to booth number 6, which is savory biscuits. And I have got the Gumbo Biscuit. These are kind of served on like a buttery, flaky biscuit. And mine is the gumbo, which is chicken and andouille sausage. The sauce with it actually almost kind of reminded me of a gravy, like chicken stock gravy. But it was really good. There was good flavor in there, seasoned well. I liked that there was the chicken and the sausage for a little bit of different flavors. And the sausage had a little bit of a kick to it, but not too much. But the biscuit was also cooked really well too. I actually wish there was a little bit more of the gumbo in comparison to the biscuit, but you could have eaten it kind of like a sandwich and then it would have made more sense, but I ate it with a fork and kind of ate it separately, so maybe that was my own fault, but it was really good.
What I chose to get from booth number 6, or the savory biscuits, was the crawfish etouffee. This is a spicy Cajun style stew, crawfish and vegetables. And this was pretty much what I expected to get for a crawfish etouffee. It was pretty good. Again, I would have liked to have had more of the etouffee in comparison to what the biscuits were. And really, you didn't even really need the biscuits. Actually, I could have just done a half a biscuit and more etouffee, and that'd have been great. So I think that this was a pretty good booth.
I got the last of the 3 options, which was a braised brisket. Same idea, came over biscuits. However, first of all, the brisket was really good. I thought it was super flavorful, pretty tender. The only downfall is on the board or description or whatever, under the spices, it says Cajun spice. So I was expecting something a little bit more with a punch, a little bit more flavorful, a little spicy. I have to say though, it was just pretty much like a standard brisket, flavorful, but nothing Cajun about it. So that's the only downfall that I had. Otherwise, it was delicious.
So our next stop here and our last stop for today is the Bayou Grub, which is number 4 for the booths. I went with the Impossible Jambalaya. This is okra and mushroom dirty rice, and there are some large pieces of mushroom in there. So if you're not really into like the whole vegan style thing, this is probably not for you. But as far as flavor combination goes here, I think this is fantastic. This is a dish that is probably one of my favorites from today. I think if there were not bigger sized mushrooms in here, this might be something that a lot more people would enjoy. But overall, it's good. The sausage is still nice and tender, and it doesn't necessarily have like this weird vegan sausage that sometimes when you get that, it has sometimes. I think that the flavors pair really well. The only thing I would change is that they put a bunch of like cilantro in here, and I kind of just picked it off to the side. You don't really need that. It's a little overpowering for the dish. So,
I got the chicken jambalaya. It comes with chicken and andouille sausage. I have to say, honestly, it was okay. I mean, the best part was the sausage. Otherwise, I think it was kind of just bland, not necessarily the most flavorful jambalaya. Surprisingly enough, I actually liked the Impossible Jambalaya a little bit better. It wasn't as spicy, but I did like the flavors from the sausage and the mushrooms. Would I get it again? Probably not, but I'm glad I tried it.
So I had the shrimp and grits, which is a Creole style shrimp with stone ground grits. And that's pretty much all the description they give for you. But there's also a lot of tomato and vegetables and different things in with that. They even snuck in some sausage, which makes sense since that's the booth that it's at. It's good. Personally, I prefer grits to be a little thicker. These were a little soupy, which is fine. They tasted good. But overall, it's not a bad dish. I would definitely, you only have so many options either way, so I would possibly get this again. But it's not my favorite shrimp and grits by any means. I will say the cilantro was a nice contrast, though, because mine was not bland. I actually had a nice spice and flavor, so it was nice to have that little bit of a contrast there as well. So, actually, it was okay.
all right, everybody. Well, that is going to do it for us here at Busch Gardens today. It was a lot of fun.
It was a good time checking out Mardi Gras for the first time and seeing all that they had to offer this year. I loved this drink, and I'm taking home my souvenir tub.
Yeah. Thanks again to Busch Gardens for inviting us out. And,
yeah.
I'm just glad that we got here a little bit earlier today so we could ride some rides. We did. We had some quick queues, so we didn't have to wait in lines, which was great.
It was.
So, it's great. This is a good place if you're looking for the thrill. Busch Gardens is certainly where it's at.
Yes.
And they do have some decent food here that you can try and partake in. So
for sure.
Mardi Gras is running till February something.
16th.
And yeah, if you can, come down, check it out. It's only on the weekends.
Yep.
Let us know if you guys might be coming here to check out Busch Gardens, and I will see you all in the next one.